Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to Money Monday. It's Nakia back again with another Money Monday. I've lost track on what week we're in or how many this is. But come on in. Of course, we're going to start promptly at 9 o'clock. Tonight, we're talking about the emotions of money. And I don't think that's talked about enough, or maybe you guys have never heard of that, but that's what we're talking about tonight for Money Monday. Excuse me. Of course, I'm going to give you guys some tangible tools to help make emotions of money easier. But we're going to talk about, what that means, what it looks like, what goes into money when you're talking about your emotions, so on and so forth. So come on in. We're going to give folks another minute or so and then we'll get started. Hopefully, you guys are having a great week. We just started, but it feels like I'm on Wednesday already. It's been so hectic, but it's only Monday, so we have a couple more days to go. Hey, Candy, welcome to Money Monday. Let's see who else we have on here. Hey, Ada Lee, welcome to Money Monday. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's get started. So, as I said earlier, we're talking about the emotions of money. And I know that we realize that money comes with a lot of emotions. Like when somebody owes you money, you usually feel anger. But we're going to go more deeper than that, right? You guys know I talk about budgeting a lot and money management, but a budget is just a budget. There are emotions that come with money, simple. There's a psychologist. His name was Daniel Kahneman, and he came up with the prospect theory. And basically, his work centered around money and the logical steps and the emotions of money. And he said that 90% of decisions that we make, money decisions, are based on emotion. Only 10% are based on logic. That's crazy, right? So it's really playing a bigger part in our money than I think we initially realized. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Now, when you think about emotions and money, I want you to think about stress, shame, grief, regret, excitement, or dopamine, right? And I know dopamine is not an emotion, but it plays into that feeling, right? When you're chasing dopamine, you're chasing a feeling. Fear, pride, self worth. A lot of people, their self worth is tied to how much money they make, and that's a very strong emotion to have. So we're going to talk about that, and then greed and happiness. Right? These are all emotions that are 100% normal. That we all have felt at one time or another. That we all will feel again, more than likely in the future. Right? But they impact our money on such a large scale, and I don't think that we really realize it. So let me give you an example. A lot of times when you feel stressed about something or you feel anxious, that may cause you to have decision paralysis, right? Where you can't make a decision and you're just putting something off, putting it off. A lot of times when you feel shame or guilt around your money, that may cause you to conceal, right? So a lot of times our families, they go through things, they're facing homelessness or eviction, and we don't find out until the 10th hour. That's an emotion that comes with money. When you feel fear, a lot of people have loss aversion. Where Daniel Kahneman, he said that people fear losing $100 more than they fear gaining $100. Right? When you think about how scared people were during the pandemic and they were buying up all the toilet paper. That was based on emotion. That was fear. They call it panic buying, where they're just buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and you really couldn't find those things anywhere. And then when you feel greed, when you're really feeling greedy, or you feel like you're at a loss for something, or maybe you don't have enough, that tends to lead to more risky money behavior. So I've just named a lot of common emotions, but you can already see how it impacts your money, right? And it's inevitable. Money is going to make you feel something, whether that's good or bad. Now, it's not necessarily bad that emotions come with money and money comes with emotions. It's inevitable, right? But I think what's important is one, that you are aware of that emotion, right? And you recognize that money comes with emotions and emotions go with money. And then secondly, you need to have the tools to identify and properly manage that emotion, right? And those are two big components. At the end of the day, feelings are just feelings, but if it's adversely impacting you, then it's impacting your money, right? And it's impacting your lifestyle, and it's impacting your day to day. So I'll give you guys a few examples. Have you ever heard of somebody or known somebody who was short on their bills and they went straight to the casino? That's stress. That's fear. That's greed. They're trying to figure out how to get past this stress of being short on their bills. So they're resulting to other measures that may not be as wise. Or if you're bored, you need to feel something. You need to release stress. You may shop. You may go out to eat. Again, you may gamble. Those are all things that are impacting your money. Okay. Your emotions are impacting how you spend. They're impacting how you save, how you invest, how you donate, how you give back to your community. It's impacting everything you do from start to finish. So that's why it's so important to get in tune with your emotions and really recognize that money and emotions and money go hand in hand. And you really have to be on the lookout, right? So what can you do? Because we already know that if you're upset, you're probably going to shop or you're probably going to blank or whatever it is, right? What can you do? So the first thing that you can do is you can recognize the trigger and the emotion. Like I said earlier, feelings are just feelings. They have no way to impact our behavior one way or another unless we do something, right? And it's the same thing that comes with our money. So if you recognize that trigger and you know that, oh, if I have a bad day at work, I'm more likely to shop, you can then put steps and systems in place where you won't shop once you feel stressed. You can replace that stress. Once you can identify that emotion, you can make better decisions. When you recognize, when you get angry, you do X, Y, and Z. Or when you get whatever, excited, or you need to feel something, you need that shot of dopamine, you do X, Y, and Z. Once you can recognize that, and you can put a face on it, and you can identify what that feels like and the result of that feeling, then you can start to make your plan. The second thing you can do is forgive yourself. I think we've all, including myself, made stupid money decisions. Like, we did things that didn't even make sense. We lost money, we gave it away, we bought things unnecessarily, and a lot of times you can't go back and recoup that money, right? You just got to move forward. And so forgive yourself, recognize you made a mistake, figure out what you're going to do next time, but move forward and forgive yourself so that you don't hang on to that regret or that guilt behind that money and the decisions that you made. The third thing is to stop and regulate. So when you're stopping and regulating, first of all, you've already recognized the trigger. You've already recognized the emotion. So now you can stop, you can breathe, and then you can regulate, right? And that may look like waiting, putting in a waiting period before you buy something. That may look like choosing to do something else other than make a bad money decision. So whatever it is, just stop, regulate, breathe, figure out how you're going to get past this emotion so that you don't mess up the money. Okay. The next thing that you can do is shift your money mindset or your money story. So your money mindset and your money story, that also impacts how you view money and how you spend and how you use and all of that. But it's basically just your attitudes and your belief and your thought process behind money. So if you can change that and you can have a more positive money mindset, or you can rewrite your money story, that's going to greatly change how you view money and then how you react emotionally to money. So try shifting your money mindset and your money story and see how your finances change. And then again, try waiting. So 7-day waiting period. When you're waiting, you really take the emotion out, right? You take the dopamine out, you take the stress out, you may take, the anxiousness out, whatever emotion you're trying to feed with that bad money decision. If you wait, you can really calm that emotion down and then put it into perspective and make that decision based on facts and not feelings, okay? The next thing that you could do is practice more healthy money habits, right? And create money boundaries. So I don't know your situation. I don't know how you spend, but if you recognize the trigger and you recognize the emotion, then you can start creating those healthy money habits. Then you can create those healthy boundaries. So really focus on the habit and the boundary. So some of the things that you can do if you're feeling emotional and it's coming to your money and you've already recognized it, you've already put a name on it, You've already said, wait a minute, I'm upset, right? I had a bad day at work. I'm upset. I'm not going to stop at the mall. Focus on your money goals. So think about the money goals that you set, that you've been revisiting, that you've been working on. Focus on that. Try a no spend challenge. I'm in a no spend challenge right now in August. I've actually been trying to do a no spend challenge for this entire year, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Maybe I'll talk about that next week. But I'm in a no spend challenge right now, just trying to stop and regulate my emotions, get rid of some of that dopamine that I'm searching for when I'm shopping or when I'm thrifting or when I'm out eating or whatever, right? So try no spend challenge. Take small steps. Small steps equal small wins. Small wins equal big wins. Okay? So the next thing you can do is sacrifice leisure. You don't always have to have everything, try everything, eat everything, do everything. So practice on sacrificing that leisure activity, whatever it is, right? Whether it's hanging out with your friends, maybe it's brunch on Sundays, maybe it's, going out to an event or a concert, whatever it is. Try sacrificing that leisure, and that will help you to create better money habits and create those money boundaries. And then the next thing is to learn about money. The more you learn about something, the more confident you get. And that's with anything, right? The more you learn how to swim, the better of a swimmer you become, the stronger of a swimmer you become, the better you get. So focus on learning more about money in those areas where you're weak, whether that's budgeting, whether that's credit, whether that's saving, maybe that's your money story, maybe it's, how you view money, maybe it's how you handle money. Just learn more, and that will help you get stronger. And then replace the blank. So whatever the blank is, example, replace shopping with exercise, replace gambling with reading or journaling, replace fear with education, because that's going to make you see that it's not as bad as you thought it was, and then replace stress with your action plan. So when we think about money, a lot of people stress about money because they don't have a plan. And so when you don't have actionable steps that you can take, okay, I'm going to do this thing first, and then after that, I'm going to do the second thing, and then 2 weeks from now, I need to focus on blah, blah, blah. That's what's creating that stress for you. So replace that stress with an action plan. And then 9 is get a plan. So you absolutely need a budget that's going to help you assign your money to a place, right? Every dollar should go somewhere. Every dollar should be allocated to something. Whether, I don't care if that's your fund money, your savings account, debt repayment, whatever it is, every dollar that you have coming into your house should have a home. And so getting on a plan is going to help you to reduce some of that emotion that comes with money, because you're going to remember I don't have $500 to blow at the mall because I need to pay for X, Y, and Z. I need to fund my vacation, right? Or I need to fund and put some more money into my sinking fund for my down payment for my house. So get you a plan. And then lastly, believe it can be done. I don't know why that statement transforms, but it absolutely does. Believe it can be done. So whatever it is, whatever you're struggling with, whether it's dealing with your money or not, whether it's dealing with your emotions, maybe you're trying to overcome something, maybe you're trying to stop doing something that you've done for the last 20 years, believe it can be done, and it will be done. Okay? So I hope this helped. Like I said earlier, I don't think we put enough respect on how much our emotions really govern our money. But when you consider 90% of that, how we spend, is based on our emotions, that's a lot. That is a lot. Not on logic, not on facts, but on how we feel. Once you can regulate your emotions, then you'll be able to regulate your money. Then you'll be able to spot those triggers. You're going to say, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on not spending so I can break this dopamine increase that I'm on, so on and so forth. So that's it for Money Mondays, emotions of money. I hope you guys enjoyed this Money Monday. I hope you have a great week. As always, I'm going to upload this video on YouTube, and I'll also make it public so you guys can share it or revisit it or rewatch it or whatever you want to do. Have a great week. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.